Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So my name is Tara, or Lavender Ghost, and I love doing creative makeup, so that's what we're gonna do. My friend's mom at Curly and Clay Designs on Instagram, she made these amazing lemon earrings for me, and I was just so inspired that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a look inspired by it. And I think what better way to, I guess, reimagine my YouTube channel slash like reinvent it. So I'm gonna just do my makeup. So first step is primer. I love the Milk Hydrogrip Primer. I've been using it for a few months now and I just haven't been able to really find anything better. I do kind of prefer like khaki primers to like slippery ones. I don't know what else to call it. Because my skin is my skin is super oily. So I just kind of like that this primer like actually stays and it doesn't really like make my skin oilier than it already is, which I think that's a rare find. So I'm here for it. Once your face is all primed up, you're gonna stop and do a TikTok. You don't have to, this is just a step for me. Also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm hoping to start posting more videos like this where I just kind of do my makeup and talk you through my process and like chat. Okay, so now that you put on your primer, I always like using a brow gel. This is like a sample of like the Milk Cush Clear Brow. My eyebrows are pretty, they're pretty thick. I don't really do my eyebrows like filling them in or anything. I'm lucky enough to not have to do that, but I'm unlucky enough where I have to like thread them pretty often because they are quite unruly. But I just like putting a little bit of brow gel to like kind of perk them up and I guess like have the hair stay in place because sometimes the hairs at the end like to like have a party and do whatever they want. And I don't think that's very nice. I think it's pretty rude. So now it's on to doing face makeup. So I used to use a Milk Flex Stick Foundation, but I'm out and I need to order more, but I don't really have like 40 bucks just like to buy new foundation. So I'm using this like healthy foundation for from Physicians Formula. And the formula is okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It works just fine. And the fact that it's like my go-to whenever I'm out must speak for something. But in general, I would prefer to use a Milk one if I had it, but I don't. So this is what we're doing. And I also gotta say, I like don't love the fact that I have to actually put it on my face. Use a wet sponge blender or whatever. I just don't really like that because I think that, I don't know, my skin's like been breaking out the last few days. And that could very well be due to stress from school starting back up, but I don't know, because I don't really feel that stressed. Zoom University is kind of ridiculous. I think that it's really great because it means that schools are kind of forced to like put resources into learning how to do this. And for students with disabilities or students that cannot necessarily come physically to campus or to school, it kind of proves that like you guys can do this. Like schools can do this where they can offer this option. They don't really have an excuse not to anymore. And I think that's a good thing, but I don't know. It's harder for me to pay attention when it's on a computer because I've read all the tricks like, oh, turn your phone off, or like, I don't know, like only have notes up on your freaking laptop. Oh my god, the worms in my brains are like having a party. But it's just, this is Maybelline. I don't know, it's just what I have. But I just like don't really, it doesn't vibe with me. I just dropped a class actually this morning. I left the class early. I like was sitting in the class and I was like, is this something that I want to be doing? And I was like, no, red heart emoji. And I just dropped it. And I know it's a required course. Like I still have to take it, but I'd rather just take it a semester where I don't have nearly as much going on. I think life is as complicated as it needs to be right now. And I think the less I can add to that, the better. I don't know. It'd just be like a wild time right now. You know what I mean? I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. For those that are watching this possibly at a later date, hi, I'm Tara from 2020. The world's actually fallen apart and we're in the middle of a pandemic, so maybe a historian will find this in like a few hundred years. Be like, oh, so this is what life was like back then. I don't know. Okay. Now let's move on to the rest of our face makeup. Can we talk about TikTok? Okay, also, I don't have any more primer for my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna just use concealer because honestly, it works just fine. Usually it creases a little bit more, but I'm not going anywhere. This is literally just for pictures slash this video, so I don't care. Whatever. Also, I've never done this setup before. I'm using my actual camera that I use for photography, and this is my first video that I'm like doing really, because before when I had this channel, I was like kind of just making videos like for the hell of it, and I was filming on my iPhone. Ew, what is that? iCrispy. So I don't know, I'm like trying to have like a legit setup and like do this thing for real. So I really hope that it's actually recording right now, because if I go over there and find out that it's not, I'm gonna lose my mind, I think. Actually, that's making me nervous. I'm gonna check it's recording. Okay, so now that we did our face makeup, let's move on to my favorite part. Okay, we're gonna do blush. So here's what I'm thinking for this look. I think I wanna do like a graphic yellow look on the top of my lid. And then I have these really, really cute little green gems. And I wanna line my bottom lid with these green gems. And then I'm probably gonna wanna add more stuff, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's just start with this basic plan. I haven't really thought through what kind of graphic lines, shapes I wanna do on top. I guess I'll keep it kind of somewhat like the shape of a lemon, because I wanna like keep the inspiration of the lemon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just kind of go for it. I think it's more fun that way. So I'm using this Catrice X Eman little blush quad. And the reason, I hope I didn't just like flash my entire room. The reason for that is because I really haven't used it that much. And like I bought a lot of makeup last year because that was before like I tried to do like a no buy slash strict buy. And so I have a lot of products that I just don't use slash maybe I've used once or twice. So my goal for this year and like this quarantine has been to like use more of my less used products. So that's what we're gonna do. I know that you really, really cared about that. So I hope I cleared that up for you. All right, so I'm gonna just take, there's so many, this is actually like a really cute palette. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to decide if I wanna do like a pink or like a orangey kind of blush. Why not? You know what, why not both? Let's just do both. I'm gonna start with the shade Luxor and kind of bring this around my cheekbone, bring it up. And then I guess I'll layer it with like a pink shade. I think that sounds like kind of cute. Oh, I don't feel like bronzing or contouring today, so you know what? I'm gonna just not. How about that? And that's on self-care, baby. I feel very blushed, very cute, very sun-kissed. That's nice. I like this blush. Okay, I love a good orange blush. No matter what time of year it is, that's like, I just think it looks so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use this Nars, it's the Orgasm one, everyone knows what this is. I love this blush just because I think it adds like a really pretty sheen to like whatever blush look you're doing. And on its own, it's like a beautiful, beautiful blush. So, I mean, it's just a winner all around. There's no reason there's no, I guess, confusion on my end of why Nars just like releases the same thing over and over again. But honestly, by the way, they should stop doing that because I think it's kind of like, do something new, you know? Like, I know that you have like your one thing that you're really proud of, but like, try and expand from it. Like, try something else. Nars is such a big brand that has so many resources. Like, invest in something else, you know what I mean? Anyways, oh my god, I was gonna talk about TikTok. I completely forgot. Okay, so TikTok. I know that a lot of people were like super excited about it because, I'm gonna put on some Frecks. People were really excited about it because the algorithm was really good for small creators and it like is just really easy to gain like a lot of momentum. And I think that's fantastic. Like as a small creator myself, I've had like a lot of difficulty getting momentum, especially on my Instagram page. And it's like frustrating like doing content over and over again and like not seeing anything from it. So I think that's great. But at the same time, like I think at this point TikTok's algorithm has changed. That's what I've heard from some people. So it's like people that were doing really well, it was like a system where anyone could blow up. And now it's kind of like the same as other social media, I guess, where it's like, if you have a platform, like great, you're gonna continue growing that platform. And if not, like you're kind of out of luck. And I don't think it's all like that. I don't think it's like completely like that. But in general, I think it has kind of like declined. Okay, so now that we're all blushed up. Normally I would do highlighter, but to be entirely honest, I think my skin's oily enough for like by the time that I'm ready to take pictures, I'm gonna be shiny anyways. So I don't really think I need to like compound on that. I don't know, add to that. So let's just get right into what we're doing. So if you didn't know, I'm the CEO of Muse Beauty, which means that I get a lot of samples, like because we're testing stuff for future product lines. And this yellow shade, this yellow shade is so pretty, and I'm dying to use it and test it. Same with this yellow shimmer shade. So I love the idea that if I did that and nothing actually showed up, it was just blurry, I think that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I'm gonna try and use it somehow. I'm not really sure what my plan is, but we're gonna just go for it anyways. Also, I cleaned my brushes a few days ago. I know I'm supposed to clean it every single day, but if you actually do that, if you actually clean your brushes every single day, let's just say that I respect you so much, because that takes a level of what's the word? Determination, I guess, or what's the word? It's discipline. It takes a level of discipline that I just don't have. That's excellent. I clean my brushes often. I clean them at least several times a week, but I don't clean them every single day. And I've been doing my makeup every single day, so I just am trying to get some of this pigment off this brush. So now that our brush is clean, I'm gonna take this, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna add a few more freckles. I want a little bit more. I think this is such an interesting concept for a makeup thing. When I first got it and I saw how small it is, I was like, are you joking? Well, it's lasted me since January, so that's gonna say something, right? And I think Freck is a really cool, innovative brand. Okay, so let's think about this. I think I want to start by doing this yellow shimmer shade on the inside of my eye, just because I think that's a pretty safe start. I mean, why not? So let's do that. But yeah, school's just started for me, and I just don't think I'm adjusting that well. I think I'm doing fine. It's kind of hard, I guess, going from in-person classes to online. And last semester, I think that the shift was a lot more difficult for me, just because that really was a really jarring shift. You leave for spring break, and then spring break goes for another week, which was great. That was exciting. And then then it's online. None of the professors were really prepared, I guess, to go online. So it just kind of made the whole thing what now, And I think professors in general were really understanding. But I had this one professor that was just really not. They're the course is the same and attendance is mandatory, which I understand that, but at the same time, it's it happens so spur of the moment, I guess. People had to leave the country if they were going back home. So it's you have class at a certain time, you don't know what time it is in their country. One of my classmates was in China, and she had to do class at 3 a.m. in the morning. She had to wake up, which I think is just I don't know. I don't like professors that can't accommodate for their students, especially when it's a literal pandemic. It's a pandemic. Just be 2% understanding. I don't think it's that hard. Okay, so that's a pretty simple base. I think that's a good starting point. I'm just kind of doing a flat color, just because I want the main star to be the graphic liner. I still have not decided what I want to do with that, but I'm sure that I'll figure it out. I think that's a good attitude to have. I always go through this process with my makeup looks, where I'm I hate it. I hate it. This looks terrible. And then, oh my god, that was so much. And then as I go on, I end up liking it more. So I've learned to trust the process. It's okay to think it looks bad, but you gotta trust that it's gonna get better. And I think that's also a relevant lesson to think about for other things too. Here I am throwing down life lessons. Oh, I need to get a little cup of water. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's on to the fun part. So I think, okay, I have the Mehron Paradise Paint Big Palette. So what this basically is a bunch of, oh my god, a bunch of liners that are in one thing. It's a big boy. So I don't know, let's just go with it. Let's just see what happens. I have this really tiny little brush. I have my water, and we are ready to go. We're gonna start by doing something like this. All right, that's kind of fun. I don't think there's enough pigment. It looks like it's too watery. With these, it's kind of trial and error, especially getting it to be correct, because it's very easy to put too much water, and then it kind of dries down. Not bad, it still looks okay, but it just looks a little bit streakier than if you get Exactly right. Okay, back to what I was talking about earlier though. I have to take this business law class because I'm a marketing major, which means that, oops, I just got on my lid, which means that because I'm a marketing major, I'm in the business school, which I didn't sign up for that, excuse me. But basically that just means that I have to take all the classes that the other business majors have to take, especially like for like major requirements, the general business requirements. So I have to take accounting, I have to take finance, like all these classes that I'm not necessarily like fabulous at. So I'm like not a very like analytical person. So it's just like, it's been not that fun. I'm finally getting to take marketing classes, which is like what I came to school for. It's like I'm only, I think, required to take 6 or 7 marketing classes in my whole major, which makes very little sense to me. Like, I'm a marketing student. Why am I taking all these other classes? Like, I get it, like, well-rounded business student, like, that makes sense to me, I understand. But at the same time, like, no, like, I don't want to do that. I want to just take whatever I want to take and learn new things and have it be exciting for me and, like, actually care about what I'm learning about. What a novel concept, am I right? I'm just, like, salty. I really don't want to take this business law class. And here I am anyways, like, having to take it. So I signed up for it, everything was fine. I was thinking about taking it during the summer, but then I, for some reason, couldn't register for it. I don't know why, but I dropped it. That's the moral of the story, that's the end. I went to class the first day, I sat there and I was like, this is looking like something that's gonna be really not fun for me. And then I was like, you know what, it'll be fun, like I'll figure it out. Next day, or I guess next week, this Monday, I come to class and like I sit down and I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, I don't think that I can do this because I'm already taking a class this semester that's like gonna be kind of difficult. And I really don't think that I can handle having another difficult class. So I'm just not. And then I left the class early and I dropped it. And honestly, like that's the best thing I could have done for myself today / I think all of this semester. Because I'm like trying to figure out what to do while I'm also talking. So I'm being slower at both. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little line underneath. Like that. You know what? Let's just go wild with the gemstones, right? Like let's just go for it. I kind of want to do something else with this graphic liner. I don't know if you guys can see what it looks like. It's just like 2 simple lines, but I kind of, the issue is that I don't really have a lot of lid space. That's, I think, my biggest like complaint. If I were to like go to like my mom and be like, this is like the things that I don't like. Makeup wise, the fact that I don't have a lot of lid space is just so frustrating because like I don't have space to like do a lot of things that I want to do. And like my eyebrows are also like kind of like close, I guess. So I just like, they're hooded. They're so hooded. It's just like hard, okay? I'm having a hard time. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna just start sticking stuff on my face and then we'll just go from there. If I decide that I want to add something else, I can do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start sticking the green gems on the bottom of my eye. So I have my lash glue ready and I picked up this really cool thing from Amazon where it like helps you pick up the jewels. Don't remember where it's from, but I'm not sponsored, so you don't get a check, sorry. So here's what happens. This is like a wax tip, I guess, so it's kind of sticky, but the way that I like to put on my gems is I first start by putting a little bit of glue, just a little bit, underneath. I'll do like 3 dots at a time. And then I pick up the thing with the thing. Oh my god, they're stuck together. Oh no. Okay, this is not going well. Ah! It's stuck to my eyelash, not to my skin. That freaking hurts. Oh no! Okay. Okay, I did it. That's 1 down, like 20 to go. But that's a step in the right direction. Okay, I don't think anyone wants to see me do this. So I'm gonna edit this out and we're gonna jump to when it's all underneath my eyes. Sound good? Sound good. So this part is done. This little gem wants to fall off. But now what I want to do is add little yellow diamonds, I think, like around my outer corner. So join me as I do that. How cute and fun. Oh my god. There's so many like little gems just littered on my floor right now because I I'm so bad at picking them up. But anyways, what I was gonna say is that please tell me what kind of content you want to see, because I would love to do more videos like this. This is what I really like doing. So if you like them, then thumbs up. Let me know that you like it, and tune in for more, because I think I'll be doing a lot more of these videos because they're fun. Like, I'm doing my makeup anyways. Might as well film it, you know? I want to start doing YouTube. I think it's like a great way to, like, I don't know, meet people that are like interested in what you're doing. And like, I'm just not very eloquent right now. I'm trying to like glue these little things on my face. Maybe we're ready for fake lashes and then we can reevaluate after that. Okay, so here's my secret. Not my secret to putting these on. It's actually quite the opposite. I am so bad at putting on fake eyelashes, and I don't have one of those little grabber things that like you use to like claw it to your face. It's like an eyelash curler looking thing. Oh, actually, let me put on some mascara first. You're making me nervous. I'm like forgetting steps. This is the Milk mascara. As you can tell, I really like Milk. You know what? I want to actually add some more of these little yellow diamonds. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this looks like it's finished. I don't want to overdo it. She says, with like sparkles all over her face. Wait, what am I doing? I haven't done my lips yet. Oh God, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna just line. BRB, I can't talk and do those, sorry. Okay, so I did my lips too. This is a ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip. It's from the Ellery X ColourPop collab. And the thing I love about ColourPop is like there's so many options, but the thing I really dislike is that when you find something that you like works for you, it's already gone because it's a fast fashion of makeup, which by the way, they call themselves that, Tangle. And I don't really think that's something that you should brag about. Like, fast fashion is terrible. I've stopped buying from Romway like for that very reason, which I know is like my most famous video on this channel is like, ooh, haul from Romway. But like, I don't know, I can't support it anymore. I just can't. So this is a finished look. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be putting some videos in at the end of like what it looks like in the sun when the sunset happens, because I think it just will look so much better with that lighting. But thank you for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm definitely new to this, but I hope that as I continue, my production value will get better. I'll have more things to talk about and definitely some more interesting looks. So come join me and hang out. I'd love to hear your feedback. I don't really have a catchphrase, so I'll think of one in the meantime, but for now, I'll just say bye. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.